I bet some of you are wondering, what in the name of Christ is this Super Mario Brothers script thing? And the answer is a number of people have sent this in. It's, well, so the Super Mario Brothers movie in 1993 was one of the most amazingly terrible things ever. It was a movie by people that did not play the Mario games, by people who were drinking on the set. It was a movie from people that just did not give a single shit, and I love it. Because it's I mean, well, there's stuff like this in it. So the Super Mario Brothers movie apparently went through a couple of rewrites. And the original script was posted at some point. I don't know how people got a hold of it. But the original script was posted. And there's some really amazing lines. And I figured, instead of me being a grouch about it, I'm going to read the lines in the voices that I do, the shitty voices that I do. And we'll take a look at some of the original lines. Now, if you've not seen the movie, you don't need to. In fact, this will probably be even better if you haven't seen the movie. Also, can we talk about what's going on up there? Hilarious and exciting. A cross between Indiana Jones, Blade Runner, and Star Wars. What? The only thing I can say about that is Blade Runner, okay. Because the city was designed by the dude that did the Blade Runner set. So that is fine. That's okay. The only thing it has in common with Star Wars and Indiana Jones is that there was potentially a director on the set. Maybe. That's debatable. If you've seen the movie, you know what I'm talking about. So this is a little different. I'm going to do this before I do the Doom thing. So let's start. So no context. And again, I've seen the movie, but I don't remember it very well to the point where I can tell you where this is from in the movie. So totally without any context. Shut up. But Mario, shut up. I can't believe this. I can't believe this. My business is in the dumper, and I'm walking down a road with a talking fungus. Oh no, it starts the slurs, the insults. Well, if you think I'm happy about this, Broomface. Broomface? Now, there's a character called Toad in the Super Mario Brothers movie. But he's like, hey dude, it's me, Toad. How you doing, man? He's got a couple lines of dialogue. I'm gonna tell her today, Mario. I'm gonna tell her I love her. Big mistake, little brother. Look, you wanna love something? Get a Cocker Spaniel. If it don't work out between you, you take it to the park and you ditch it. Oh, with women, it's, different. This is a script for a Super Mario Brothers movie. This is Mario talking about leaving a dog in the park. Ditching a dog in a park. Think about this. This is the original script. Very good. What's this here? We've got more. Get a job. Mario walks on a few steps, then a flash of realization hits him. He stops, turns, sees Luigi giving the beggar the 3 silver coins. The beggar nods and shuffles away down the road. No. Oh, jeez, what are you doing? So again, these are the... I don't have the full script. These are just the highlights. I wouldn't read the full script, but these are the highlights of the full script. Damn right! And I got a score to settle with that guy Cooper. So you're gonna help me, or you just stand there stroking your thing? What thing? Alright, so this is a character named Beetleman. I don't know who that is. So I'm gonna make up a voice.
Sorry, Mario, but the princess is in another castle.
Whoever that character is. Wacky. Beetleman sounds wacky. There's a wacky voice for you.
Swing at me again, Merlin. I'll show you where to cram this stick.
Who's Merlin? Yeah, this gotta be an insult, right? Like he's talking to a magical character? I don't know. Music starts up again. A veiled dancing girl comes out, dancing seductively in front of Koopa, who leers at her, aroused. So, I want you to think about King Koopa aroused. Maybe you shouldn't. But, then again, maybe you should. Because, well, that's what was implied. Koopa was played by Dennis Hopper, by the way. So there's the face of arousal. That's also the face of someone who is smashed during the filming of this movie because he didn't give a single fuck. So, break out the whiskey. That was a paycheck for Dennis Hopper.
So you're saying maybe we'll only have 30, 40 seconds of intense pain?
Right!
Gee, for a minute there I was worried.
Beautiful without context. Interior Koopa's castle main hall night. Koopa's stag party. What? Seated at the banquet table are Koopa and his cronies, including Beetleman, Mugger, and other troopers, and a Goomba or two. Oh, Beetleman's one of his cronies. Wine flows freely. Musicians play. The atmosphere is loud and bawdy as a PG movie can get. So, I thought there would be like... Alright, so there's wine. I thought there would be like sex and stuff. Maybe Hotel Mario stripping, selling some ass. But it's PG.
Everybody get on Luigi. We'll ride him.
Okay, now listen. How bawdy can a PG movie get? This body. Here's a good one.
It's so dank.
No, let him be! Mugger glares at Beetleman, who shrugs and nods.
Yeah, let the bastard be.
I don't know, I forgot the Beetleman voice I did. I wonder why ever they changed this script. I like it with mushrooms!
Hey, I had to make a few cutbacks. In case you didn't notice, we're not in the best financial shape here. And if I don't come up with some cash real soon, I can say arrivederci to my kneecaps.
For a second he had an accent. I don't know where it came from, but it just happened for a brief moment. That's his original Italian coming out. I told you not to borrow money from those men!
Hey, I'll make the business decisions. It was either Big Eddie or Chapter 11.
So the mob is going after Mario's kneecaps. That's what's happening here. I like the implication in a kid's movie. Like, so they're thinking, all right, Italian. They're in New York. They're in Brooklyn before they go to the Mushroom Kingdom. Mario's a plumber. Maybe his business is legit. Well, what would happen to a legit business in Brooklyn if you're Italian in New York? The mob. There's a mob connection, right? So Mario has got to pay off Big Eddie because that's what it is. Italian mob. I got it.
Yeah, but where is here? It sure ain't Queens National Forest.
Central Park?
Nah, no beer cans, no dead bodies. I think we're out of the city.
Ooh. Dead bodies in Central Park. Now, I know things have improved greatly in the city since the early 90s. Were there really a lot of dead bodies in Central Park in the early 90s? Holy shit. Koopa. Pissy. What? I don't do a good Dennis Hopper impression. There is no real way to do a Dennis Hopper impression, so just what? The brothers give each other "Where the hell are we?" looks. Mario looks behind him and sees.
But I don't do that kind of business, Folly. I don't pay bribes. We got laws in this country. This is the U.S. of A. This is America.
Bowser is aroused and pissy. Also, I'm going to turn into a robot in just a second. I need to know what Mario turns around and sees, by the way. This is going to eat me up. I need to know. Quick moment of break for 1 second. Yeah, I definitely need to take a drink of water after doing Mario voice. But the TV turns off and then I become a robot, so I figured I would not even bother talking while that happened. Okay. Let's continue. Turn surprised. Mario, what are you doing back there?
Coming to murder you.
Jesus. Fucking morbid. Thwomp 1. Missed. Fuck. What is this? Exterior slave labor camp? What the fuck? As bawdy as you can get for a PG movie. Like, are you kidding me? The final product wasn't that much better. I mean, there was some... It was dirty, it was dank. It wasn't, like... It wasn't too fucked up. I mean, there was some suggestive scenes and some things, but, yeah, this is a little bit much. Don't you think, Mario?
Yeah, let's kick some ass.
So, those are the highlights of the script. I don't think there's any more. Wow. Like, there's the full script. I'm actually seeing if the entire script is online. I'm not going to read obviously I'm not going to read the whole fucking script, but it's just a fascinating thing how much either better or worse this could have been. I can't find the original, but that's okay. Fuck. So, yeah, that's the script. I wonder how many drafts it went through. And again, by all accounts, the person who wrote the movie, or I think the director, had not played Mario Brothers and had only maybe seen a little bit of it and was like, "Oh yeah, I can make a movie based on this." And we got this thing. So, yeah, kind of baffling. I know it's not a particularly long segment, but there it is. That's the Super Mario Brothers highlights of the original script. And yeah, it wasn't much better than what we got. So I figured I'd just throw that in there. Before I begin my my stream, I'd like to do one other thing, which is I'd like to read a passage here from the Super Mario Brothers movie. Now, you've seen this yesterday. I was here yesterday, and I had I have a thing that I did where I read the script, right? Now, before I begin Mario and Rabbids, I have a part 2 to this because this is amazing. There's even better stuff. This is from the Dick Clement and Ian Lafrenius script from March 1992. So I don't know if this is the first script, but this might be one of the early ones. Let's see. This one is from... Actually, this one's like halfway through. There's a lot of scripts for this fucking movie, and this one's like the middle. So, This is more like a Die Hard kind of take on the Mario Brothers. So I just want to read you a couple of these moments from the Super Mario Brothers movie. If you missed last night, I'm in negotiations with Vappy to combine these two parts into one video. So hopefully that'll work out. Let us begin. Back to scene. The guys look at each other. It's a daunting prospect. It's not gonna be easy.
Yeah, I thought that 2 years ago when I was called in to check out this boiler in Bensonhurst. First I thought, no way, Jose. This needs a specialist, a contractor. Then something inside me.
Mario, this is bigger than a boiler in Brooklyn. So, no context. Who the fuck knows what any of this is? I have no idea. You're out of order on this? Yes, VG sent this to me. I'm totally out of order. These lines are going to be in random order. So expect nothing. Here's the thing. They react to a ripple of applause from the dance floor. Other dancers, including Gloria, have drawn back, allowing Mario and Lena more room. They're hot. They're happening. The music pulses. The floor jumps with stomping feet. Mario's caught on to the main moves of the dactyl. It's more like a mating ritual than a dance. Facial movements are as important as swiveling hips. Voices shout encouragement. Snake out, man. Slither down. Are you kidding me? This was from a Mario Brothers movie? But yes, this was the attempt to make Mario Brothers into a feature-length movie. If you missed the movie, if you've never seen it, you really owe it to yourself to watch this movie. There is a dance scene. There is a mating ritual-like dance. So, it's terrible. Why are you looking at me? Whatever I say, you'll go the other way!
So?
Left.
Okay.
They take the fork right. Or the right fork. Then they see something. 20 feet away is a man sitting with his back against a shaft. He looks exhausted, drained, covered in dirt and sweat. There's an automatic pump gun cradled in his lap, and he's picking shards of glass from his naked, bloodied feet. When he turns to look at them, he looks exactly like Bruce Willis. Other way. Thanks. They crawl back toward their own movie. Could you imagine if Bruce Willis made a cameo in the Mario Brothers movie? Well, this is what they wrote. Also, what the fuck is a pump gun? I guess just a shotgun? I don't know. Holy cow!
We're chewed, screwed, and tattooed.
Are we giving up that easy?
Shit, no.
Kids movie. PG. He cocks the shotgun, cradles it in his arms, and they start to march resolutely toward the oncoming armada.
I just want to say something, kid. I'm sorry I dragged you into the plumbing business.
What are you talking about?
You know, I had no choice. I'm the eldest that was expected, but you could have done something better with your life. Like college. I shouldn't have pressured you.
Mario, I wouldn't have had it any other way. Little, insight into the dreams and hopes of the Mario Brothers and the regrets. That wasn't in the movie. As the G-force begins to distort their features.
Shit!
So now they're cursing a lot. I don't remember if there was a shit in the Mario Brothers movie as it was released. There may have been. I'm not sure. Here's one. Toad materializes beside one of the Sniffets, like garbage taking on a human form. Toad confirmed garbage. The Sniffet reacts in astonishment. Behind him, Burrows wraps his arms around the other one's throat. Behind him, Burrows wraps his arm around the other one's throat. Dark. Really dark. This would be a good time to show the Sniffet from that Doom mod last night.
I don't remember my Luigi using profanity.
Here's another one.
Bitchin'.
Could you imagine that? Mario with sunglasses just after meeting Bruce Willis.
Bitchin'.
We're near the spot where the Mario Brothers disappeared. The landscape is littered with the smoking carcasses of burnt-out vehicles. The dead and wounded are being stretched into battery-operated ambulances. Now, again, you would think someone would say, hey, wait a minute, I played those Mario Brother games. They're very bright and colorful. I don't know about bodies on battery-operated ambulances. And then someone who was writing the script was like, listen, Die Hard made a lot of money. Mad Max made a lot of money. You know, Blade Runner looked really cool. We got to get gritty with the Mario Brothers. We got to get like a little dirty. So, again, if you've watched the movie, you know that it ended up taking a very bizarre direction. But this is even worse. This is even worse. And finally, here's one more.
No, I owe her. It was me who fingered her. I was suckered by that Koopa creep, and I feel a jerk.
I don't understand this. This is not a Photoshop. This is not fake. VG took these moments from the script. He made the highlights for me. Thank you, VG. I know they were out of order, and we have no context. I'm going to assume that Mario fingered someone in a police lineup, pointing to them, saying, that's the one. That's the one. I'm not thinking Mario's like finger blasting someone. So, you know, and then I feel a jerk. So, I mean, this is just, there's everything wrong with this. I was suckered by that Koopa creep. Fucking Christ. So, yeah, there you go. There's the Mario Brothers movie. I mean, I don't think I want to read any more from this, like ever, but those were just too good to pass up. I had to. It turned into a flaming pile of garbage that is one of the most fascinatingly watchable movies of all time, yet it's disgustingly stupid and terrible. But I love it. I know there's contradictions here, but it is a wonderful piece of history. There's actually a website that has the archive. It's smbmovie.com, and they have everything about this movie, like behind the scenes stuff, all the original scripts, media, like trailers, interviews, everything. It's really, really an amazing website. So if you want more informations, smbmovie.com.